The biggest thing that's holding people back is not getting started. It is also due to the fact that they don't stick to doing the thing for long enough. And then they just give up on what they wanted to do. So you perhaps wanted to start to go to gym consistently, start that business or side hustle, start doing content, but you were always looking for a perfect moment, the perfect time. And let me tell you what, the fact is that the perfect time never exists. So you just have to do it. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can stick to the routine and actually get started on the thing that you wanted to get started on. Every time you push to do what you actually wanted to do, you are setting up yourself for failure because you think that waiting for a perfect moment is the right way to do it. And let me tell you what, it is actually not. The thing that you need to do is to actually get started on what you wanted to start on and build momentum. So let me explain. For example, you want to join a gym. You could sign up for the gym and train for 20 minutes. The next day, you train a little bit longer. You try different things. Even though you might feel like you suck at doing what you're doing, you're building momentum day by day, week by week, and everything compounds like a snowball effect. Waiting for the perfect moment, it's not the best way to go about what you want to do in your life. Whether it is getting into the habit of going to the gym, starting that side hustle or business, or perhaps starting shooting content because you feel anxious to put yourself out there in front of the camera and speak. The best way to go about it is actually getting started and just learn as you go. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I remember the time that I was like shooting my own content. At the start, it wasn't really the best. It was cringy. I look back, I think I overthink what other people think. The first few seconds of the video, I would basically not speak and pause. It was cringy to watch, and I was overthinking like what would people think or say about me when they watch my video on Facebook, on Instagram. But as soon as I posted those content, I positioned myself. Once I looked back, it was all growth after that because I posted those content. Obviously, I posted the one that I felt like it was good enough, but it gave me that feedback loop to see what I can improve. So I suggest you to do exactly the same. If you want to get in the best shape of your life, start small. Like sign up for that gym membership. Maybe try that 7 days or 14 days trial, or nowadays they have the paid membership, but like you get the idea. You could start jogging, start running, maybe do 10 to 20 minute exercise, and over time it will compound. Same thing with anything else, whether it is that you want to start your YouTube channel, create those content. I would suggest just say your name as a brand and start creating content. That way you get the feedback. You post that video content, you might get 10 views, 20 views, 30 views. And then you can see, well, what did I learn from all this thing? What can I improve? You create better title, you create better thumbnail, you create better video content. You become better at creating the thing, doing the thing. So there are two things that I mentioned in this video. One was getting started, and the other one is sticking to do the thing long enough. So a lot of people have those challenges. One thing is starting that thing. Once they started, they might give up after a few weeks because the reality actually hits them. It's like they start posting content and no one really cares, no one really sees them, and they think to themselves like, why am I even doing it in the first place? So looking at having a strong why, I believe it's the foundation. It's the thing that will drive you to your success. So you want to have a strong why. Why did you start in the first place? So if you are getting into you want to be in the best shape of your life, you find out what is the reason. Why do I want to go to the gym? Why do I want to be in the greatest shape of my life? Maybe it is for you like attracting the right partner, or having that confidence, the status, the look, the feel. So find that bigger why and look at it every day. Have a vision board of where you want to be. So you look at, even though you haven't achieved it, so you could say, I'm already having that dream physique, the six-pack abs, the energy level is at a high, and you create that persona, you create that character, and what would that person think, feel, act, and do on a daily basis, and do the exact same thing that person will do, one step at a time. That will give you the driving factor to keep going, even when things aren't going your way, even when there are challenges, because the road to success, it's not always going to be the straight line that goes up. There's going to be ups and downs, and until you get to that V curve, the U curve that goes all the way up, you have to position yourself, you have to put yourself into the discomfort to get that best view. It's like climbing up the hill. We were trying to go up the hill, and we decided this path because it was easy. But one thing that came to my mind is like, the place with the most amazing view, it's always going to be challenging. It's going to be always, there's going to be setback, there's going to be difficulty. But once you go through it, that's where the magic happens. That's where things actually go in your way. So let's look at how to actually overcome the getting started thing. What would actually stop us from getting started is our own fear, our own doubt, our own things that's holding us back. So let's take an example of getting started with shooting. So you decided to be a content creator, you want to shoot your own content, but you don't know how to actually get started. You could, in my opinion, you could just start. Like, record your first few video, and they're going to be cringy. You just accept that the first 100 video, the first 50 or 100 video I'm going to create, it's going to be cringy, it's going to be not the best, but I'm going to do it anyway. So you put yourself out there every single day, you create those content, and then when you play back those content, you think to yourself, okay, so what can be improved? I can speak with more authority. I need to stand up straight. I need to be more confident, or I need to speak slower or louder, or whatever the case may be, right? So that's what I would recommend, getting started, and to keep the momentum, to keep going. Like most people, 99% of people will give up, is you could actually just have that bigger vision, a vision that's bigger than you. So then asking yourself, like, what would that person do? What would that future version of me do? And then do exactly that. So I hope you found this video, helpful, and I'll be posting more content on this YouTube channel. Stay tuned, and I'll speak to you soon.